Hello, I'm Steph.
Hey guys, how's everything going? Today, I decided that I'm going to stand up and talk with all of you guys today. So basically, it's good to be back. I'm not active, like at all, because, um, let's be honest, I'm a teacher, and being a teacher means I'm being super busy. I come home exhausted. I take some time to rest or sleep and eat and like be with my family and just like relax. Um, but these days, because we're all staying at home, we're quarantined, we have so many things in mind, and I'm working from home. I'm still teaching from home. But things are a little bit not going as planned. We're not going to our work, we can't go out, we can't like do any entertainment, we can't go like for to any place that we want, like in weekends or so. And we can't do these things even in the weekends, even though we're staying at home. And this is something really hard for us as grown up people. And I know that, especially for parents, not being used to staying with the kids like 24/7 and having to work from home, preparing like food or things, um, doing the housework, and taking care of the kids for the time that the teachers used to take care of them. All of this is super hard. But we need to look at it in a positive attitude. I know it's extremely hard. For me, I'm uh, I'm still not. I don't have kids yet, so I can't. I only relate to this because I'm a teacher. So yes, it's super hard because we're staying at home. We only go outside for specific things, like to run some errands, to like just do the basic things. We can't even visit relatives. So it's super annoying for us grown-ups. And keeping your kids with you makes it even harder. And many parents contacted me, not like from school, but from all over the internet, like from many other like social medias and stuff. They contacted me or send me messages when they know that I'm a teacher, and they're like my friends from different countries, and they contact me saying, we don't know how you as a teacher you're able to help 20 something kids. If you don't know already, I'm foundation stage 1 teacher, and I love my job. Not being able to see the kids is really, really bad. I get emotional when I talk about this because my class was everything. They, I don't take teaching as a job, like a career, because I'll be honest with you guys. This is not my major. I'm business informatics student, and I love teaching because I love to interact with kids. Because come on, kids can say, talking to kids is different. It's full of innocence. It's full of happiness. When I'm with them, like few months ago, on exactly on the dawn of Christmas Eve, 2019, my dog for 12.5 years that we had from when I was only 12 at the time, and I'm 24 now. My dog crossed the Rainbow Bridge. And it's still hard, but at the time when this happened, I had to go to school the same day. I knew this at 5 a.m. Or 4:30 a.m. and I normally woke up at 5:15 a.m. So I knew this. I hugged him. I said my goodbyes while he was already passed. I just hugged him and kissed him, put him back on the sofa before we bury him, and I went to take my shower, wear my clothes, and go to school. I thought about taking the day, like calling it off sick, because I was devastated. And I cried at school about it. And my concern was I don't want my kids to see me in this situation. I didn't want them to see me cry. And this was all that I cared about. And while I was thinking to call in sick this day, my mom and my sister, who works in the same school but different stage, and even myself, while in this situation or in this amount of emotions, I decided that we, as a family, decided that my sister and we must go to work. Because sitting at home with his body there before the burial, and when we bury him, it was going to be so overwhelming. We're going to be devastated, and all in all, we're not going to enjoy this. So we prefer to go to work so that we can be distracted. And my kids didn't disappoint. They gave me, I even laughed this day because of them. We laughed together, we had fun, we enjoyed activities. And I'm a teacher, we're two teachers in the same class. And it was just like a little bit better for me to go. So during this time, I'm really concerned about my kids. And I'm not only saying this for a video or for anything, because I say this all the time on my social medias. If you follow any of my social medias, you will know this. But the thing is, parents are now being in a situation where they need to deal with the nervousness of the situation with the COVID-19 or whatever the new name is. I think it's SARS-CoV-2 or something like that. So dealing with this situation, the nervousness of this, trying to keep the family safe, trying to keep the parents safe, like the grandparents of the kids, trying to help the kids with their schoolwork, trying to organize everything, trying to do their own work, like the parents, they have also work from home. And being able to do all of this from home is nerve-wracking. And I understand, I feel for you, but put your kids in your mind, because you are nervous and you think that your kids, they don't understand the situation. Actually, from working with kids in the youngest age of school, not like preschool, I'm talking about school, the kids in this time or in this age, they can sense that you are nervous, that you're not yourself. They can sense that. They can sense that for sure. And I'm saying this because of similar situations that happened. Um, Kids would sense anything bad that's happening for me or for the other teacher. They can sense this. They can try to cheer us up. They try to make us feel better if we don't. But nervousness is contagious for the kids. So if they can see you nervous, guys, they're also nervous. Kids get nervous. So if you're nervous, your kids are nervous, you're bored, the kids have feelings and are bored as well. So put in your mind that the kids in school, they run, they play, even when we are explaining things, they are sometimes, or like most of the time, they're moving while we are talking. And to make them feel a little bit at ease, we can let them move, but for the littlest amount of time. So of course they're not allowed to move because there are rules, but we can't make them close like that. Now they're locked, they can't go out, they can't play, they miss their teachers, they miss their friends. And you must know this because suddenly they don't understand what happened. They're locked at home, no teachers, no school, nothing. They're only sat there in their houses with some homeworks to do, or like the things that we teach them online. No going out, no playing outside, nothing. They're bored, and now that they're that bored, they want attention. They're seeking attention from you because they feel horrible and they feel so bored. Regarding this, I'm not telling you that the kids are more important than you. Of course not, because each and every one is important. I'm telling you that sometimes I, as a teacher in school, I wanted to give myself some time to relax, to feel better, to like have some me time. And you deserve this. Especially like if you work, if you're working from home and you're running errands and you're doing many things and your kids are, I'd say it, even though I'm not like convinced about it, but your kids are like annoying you or bothering you because they are super bored. Just put this in mind, that they don't mean to be annoying or bad. They're just as bored as we're all, and as concerned as each and every one of us. Or maybe if we understood this part, everything would be better. Now that we reached this part of the video, okay, what can I do for them? So, if they have some toys to play with, I'm sure that by now they're fed up with these toys. As parents, parents would not be able to afford buying like a new toy like every 2 days, or even if they can afford this, parents can go outside and risk their lives and their kids or families or the whole family's lives for getting a toy for the kids, because this is not the right thing to do. We need to be all quarantined and locked down in our houses. That's why this time is for bonding. Most of all, talk to your kids, explain gently what is going on in a nice way, like a story. Like the virus is like some kind of a friend who is trying to let you know more, and that will explain for you, for the kids I mean, uh, it will explain for you his name, its name, I'm sorry, its name. My name is whatever you want to call it, Corona, as an easy way to explain for the kids. Um, my name is so and so, and I do that and that, and you will need to do that and that so that you can avoid getting me, and make them feel valid, that like you can, it's okay, you can be nervous because it's a new situation for all of us. You can be bored because you're staying like that. It's so boring. I mean, we grown-ups are really bored. You can also help them with reading some stories, some fun stories. You can tell them some fun stories. You can do some kind of an activity like a game, any kind of game. You can, for example, tell them get some sheets of paper and some coloring pencils or crayons, anything that you have at home really will work. And you can tell them, I'm thinking about something that is red. And you will keep guessing till, not you, the kid will try to keep guessing, like, I am thinking about something red and it's a fruit. So the kids will ask for a question. They're going to ask, for example, is this thing, can you bake pies using this thing, for example? And they would say, you would say, for example, yes. So they will ask you, is this, for example, can it be green or yellow? They would say, for example, you would say, for example, yes. Then you can give them some time to draw it. Then they're going to say, are you thinking about this? An apple. And you would say, yes. So what did you do here? You practiced with them the language. If you're not American or British or an English-speaking country, you would practice with them the language. Or even for the English natives, you will be able to improve their speaking skills. They're going to improve their drawings, they're going to improve their thinking and their logical thinking. So I think this will be nice. You can help them make puppets, and I'm going to show this in another video later. You can make tell them something to draw, they will draw. You can let them try to be creative, let them try to talk more. They can ask questions. Questions will be hard for them to understand, but we must try our best to explain for them what's going on, because they deserve to know and they understand everything, whether we want them to know or not. We will have to do this because they are not animals, they're humans, and they have questions because they have a working brain. If they ask questions, it's fine. We don't have to shut them down just for their feelings because we don't want them to be scared. You can explain everything in a way that they won't be scared. That's the trick. Another thing super important, let them listen to new songs or stories from YouTube. But I'm not encouraging screen time at all for this age. Not even for 1 hour, not even for 2 hours. I'll make a separate video about all the games that you can do with I will be playing the games, or making the games because most of them are DIYs. I'm going to make a new video about this, but for now I said an example of the game, and I don't think I even explained it that well. But I just need you guys to think about the kids as human, because many people send me messages like, you're superheroes, how can you deal with this number of kids? Our kid is making us really bothered. Our kids are making us so mad. No, it's not like that. Yes, I understand. We as teachers, I can't even say it in a proper way, but we have hard time dealing with even one kid, or two, or three. This depends on their characters, and that's okay, because I should be proud of having kids with many different characters. I don't want to put my class into molds. I don't want them to be like quite calm, sitting quietly in class. Not all of them will be this. Not all of them will be like that. We're not putting them in molds. They're not jelly. Gentle reminder, your kids are not jellies. You can't put them in a mold. You can't do this. They're kids. They're not jelly. They're not cookies. They're not cakes. You must understand this. Because I, as a teacher, I'm dealing with many characters. The calm, the active, the ones who like to be showy, the ones who like to hit and bite and fight and be aggressive, and the ones who are quiet and who want to learn and who want to listen. So, what shall I do in this situation? Your kid can be like that. Your kid can be active. Your kid can be aggressive. And I can be dealing with this in school and telling you this, and you won't be able to understand this. If I told you this as a teacher, your response will be, no, you're not able to deal with him or her. But during this time, many people told me, we didn't understand that our kids are this character, and the teacher said that they were like that, but they proved to be like that. These are not in my class. These are friends from all over the world who I have on my social medias. So this is not something personal for me. And saying this, yes, this is obvious, because being with your kid for 5 hours per day is not like being with them, not 5 hours even, you're with them for 3 hours and they are with me for 8 hours. So, this being said, I know that it's hard to deal with children because I'm a teacher. However, I can't encourage to make them hate staying at home, which is happening sadly, because our nervousness affects them. And I'm not trying to tell you don't be nervous, because this is valid. I'm telling you that we can't let our nervousness affect the children. So, if we are bored out of our minds, they are bored even more, because they used to have many activities at school. I'm talking especially about the young age, from 4, 5, 6, 7 years. More than that, yes, obviously, but I'm talking about my age span. So I'd say encourage your kids to be creative. If they want to color and draw, don't just be like they're going to mess the house. No, I don't want to do that. I know that cleaning is a hassle because I do this. Maybe I don't have kids, but I myself, I like to draw, I like to do crafts, and it's annoying to clean after the crafts or after drawing because it's messy. But they're used to this in school, they like this. We have so many artists in class, and kids enjoy this. I'd say also, because I don't encourage screen time that much, I would encourage you to put on your own phone, like on YouTube or something, story or songs. However, don't give them the phone. The kids shouldn't have phones at this time at all. Never. I'm not with screen time at all. But they can listen to stories or songs while the phone is with you, or an extra phone, even because I know that many parents have to work from home. They can have a room for themselves, with of course some one of the parents to observe, the one who's not as busy as the other one, and you can have the phone with you and like put it like that, cover it like that. Don't let them hold it, don't let them look at it, but make something like to in order for them to hear the story. This way, hearing will be improved, they will not be as bored, and they are going to be happy they are listening to something while not really having screen time. Screen time is bad because it affects the brain of the kids, and no one wants this to happen to their kids. Also, something really important for this time is crafts, and I told you I'm going to do a separate video for this when I have the right settings. I'm now in my room, which is messy now. Not the best time to do the crafts right now. But something else that I want to show you that will really help your kids be involved. I have this. This is a musical instrument that I can play. It's a record, okay? But this will be for the kids who are a little bit grown-ups, like this, or an organ or a piano, something like that, or even a guitar. So this is for a little bit like grown-up kids who have the hobby of playing music. But if they have something like this, which was a toy for me as a young kid, it's a little bit dusty because it's really old. This is a violin. However, it's not like a real violin. You hold it like that. From here, you put your chin here on this part, and you can play music like that. But the music is already inside, okay? So you put batteries, and if you do this, you're going to play music. It's going to play certain musics or songs. So, of course, I'm not telling you that you need to do this, because many parents, they don't have things like that. But you will need to improvise. So this is an idea, because if you have this is a really good idea, this thing, as well as any musical instrument that you have, even if it's yours, kids will enjoy listening to it. If you can play a certain instrument, they will have a blast, especially if you play something like Twinkle Twinkle, like they like any song they know. If you can play music, this will be super, because they will be able to sing with you. This will improve their language, of course, their music, their ears, like the music in general. This will make them have fun. This will help them bond with you more, because you will be able to play the instrument, they will sing, and they will look up to you like you're their hero who can play instruments. This is, of course, if you can. If you can, there are other options, like you can bond by reading different stories to them. Like if you can write some kids' story. This will help them. You can draw something for them. You can compete. I'm giving you a little bit of ideas, but I'm going to do another video for this later, as I told you. You can, for example, set a timer for like 3 minutes and say, we are going to make a competition together. We're going to draw, for example, like a strawberry, for example, and make the timer for like 3 minutes or 3 seconds. You'll get the colors and you will get the pencils and you will draw. And then another brother or sister or like the parent or whoever will give each one score. Of course, we're going to try to make the kids score a little bit higher so that they would be so proud of themselves. Or like you can make, like you can draw very much and then they can draw better. This is something nice to do as a bonding activity, and it will help them with their drawing skills. It will make their confidence grow. It will make them happy because they are with you in something. Another thing which is super good for them is doing some sports. Not something really big because they can go outside, but they can play like some slide ball games in a place that doesn't have any like things that you don't want to break, of course. So they can play like slide things, but not video games. Video games are super bad for them. So I would prefer that TV or any screen time is like 0. I know that this is very hard and it can't even be done that easily, but we're going to try. Something else that will encourage them is to bake. And I myself, I enjoy baking so much. And when we were talking with the kids like about something they like to do with one of their family, I personally said that I like to bake and cook with my mom. Even though I like to do this with myself, but we're talking about family, and so. And after I said this and the other teacher said something else, doing something with her mom too, the kids started to say the same things as we said. Which doesn't mean perfectly that they do the same thing. No. This is what they want to do. So, baking is a really good idea to bond. Something else that I did as a kid, of course we didn't have screen time back then. It's in the late 90s or the beginning of the 2000s. So something really good that my mom used to do for me is not Play-Doh. It was just some flour, some water, mixed together, bam, dough. I know that Play-Doh is another good option, but the good thing about this that they can do it by themselves. They can make the Play-Doh themselves. And they can add some coloring as they like. You can even practice with them mixing colors, because we even taught this for the kids, for foundation stage 1 kids, this the last semester. So basically they can do this, and I think many schools do the same. So they already know about this, so you'll help them improve their skills, like the motor skills. They will do something new. They will understand that the dough is made by flour with water. They will do something new by themselves, and also they are going to enjoy doing something that they can play with by themselves. So if they have Play-Doh with them, they may play with it for 1 hour. Then they're going to get bored. If they did it themselves, they will feel so happy about it. They will take time to do it and time to play with it. Also, you can do something really nice, but it's not so hygienic, especially in this time that we have. But it's nice in general that after playing with this dough, they can bake it as like pizza or something, and add some ingredients on it and then bake it. Of course, I don't prefer this one because they played with it before, they'll be playing with it, then bake it, so I don't prefer this. But something good that you can make after playing with this dough, you can put it to the side, prepare another dough that you prepared it, and let them cut it with cookie cutters or whatever and make different shapes of pizzas, cookies, whatever. This will make them so happy. And something else that I figured out, the kids enjoy listening to stories from your life. Like we were talking about different means of transportations, and we were talking about submarines. And I told them that I rode the submarine before, and I saw the shark, and I saw many divers, and I saw many fish and corals, and that I enjoyed my time so much, and that I was their age. They were looking at me like I did some kind of magic, and they wanted to hear more. And the more I talked, the more they wanted to take part in the conversation. So this will kill time. However, I know that parents are super busy and that not each and every one of these are applicable because of that, but you can try after your work, getting them busy with some of the crafts or the art that I'm going to talk about in the other video. Make this in the time that you're working, just observing them with your eyes to make sure that they're not harming themselves or doing something wrong or anything. And then you can do this as a bonding time, the other activities that need you to be a part of it. So I just wanted to pop up to tell the parents that you're doing great, that I know how you feel, because come on, we're always with 20 plus kids in school for 5 days per week for like 7 or 8 hours per day. So we know the hassle. We understand that, and we get told these days how like super we are. No, we're not super. This is our job. This is what we love. This is what we miss. So it's hard for teachers to be working from home, because the thing is, the secret, the key is seeing the kids grow in front of us mentally, physically, with everything. This is very important for teachers. Seeing them, the kid becoming better and better, hearing their questions, their curiosity, their happiness, their sadness, their problems. All of this, we love this. We enjoy having the kids in our classes because it shows that they are curious and interested. Not all of them, of course. Some of them don't want to do anything, and we have our ways to deal with them. But we enjoy having your kids in our class. And I'm saying this from my heart, so it's really hard not to have them. So I know that you probably are saying the same, but I can't wait for the kids to be back. Of course, not this year, but I'd be happy if I saw them even in Foundation 2. I'm a Foundation 1 teacher, so even if I saw them in Foundation 2 running around and playing and I got to say hi to them, I'd be happy. And just to end things up, thank you for hearing me out. I hope I, as of any like benefit for you, and I hope you like this kind of videos, because as a teacher I'm going to do this. Sometimes I'm going to do other things for fun, as if I'm not a teacher, but I'm going to do different things. For now, comment down below if there's something that you want me to do as a teacher, like something to explain. I'll be here if you need anything regarding explaining something, and I'm happy to be of any help if I were of any help. So please comment down below if you need something, if you want me to do a video about something special, like about certain crafts, certain things to do, different behaviors and how to deal with them, and other things that you need me to do regarding teaching. So any video like regarding teaching, okay? So that's all for today. I just wanted to pop up and say a message as a teacher, and yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and until next time, stay safe and stay at home and stay happy. Bye.